They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Giants at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down to Barkley on the check down. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. It's Barkley on the counter, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Airing this one out for Evans.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've got the troubles on our way right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Harris will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Julian Love. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Mahomes will throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
That was terrible. Awful. Seriously, just disgraceful.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his target. It's Evans. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
73 yards.
And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they have the football and will take over a yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Najee Harris,
24 yards.
And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Ashton Davis.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.